At 17 years of age, Joseph was sold by his brothers into slavery, told his father that he had been killed by wild beasts. And even as he was taken to Egypt, the Lord was with him. We focused on that a couple weeks ago. Even as he found himself in prison for not doing what Potiphar's wife wanted him to do, but by maintaining his innocence and his faithfulness to God's word, he was cast into prison. And here 13 years later, after being a slave and imprisoned, Joseph is now serving over Pharaoh's home and his people and his country. And if you've studied ancient civilizations, Egypt isn't some podunk little country out in the middle of nowheresville. Egypt was a world player, but Egypt was they were a big part of ancient civilization if you read about it in your history books. And Joseph, here, this small child, this unremarkable child from the land of Canaan, is now over the house of Pharaoh with all of Pharaoh's people ordered to do as he commanded. Only as regards to the throne did Joseph have anybody over him. And in so doing, here again, Joseph, the planner, the participant in the plan, he needed this wisdom. We don't know much about Joseph's upbringing other than, he was the favorite son and had the colorful coat. But I don't know that he, excelled in school per se. Just mentioned a couple dreams to his brothers and then to his father and mother, and they took exception. And next thing you know, he's with a bunch of slave traders on his way to Egypt. But however, whenever, God blessed Joseph with insight and wisdom. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of God, because he's a generous God and he gives. He gives what we ask.